The show's 90th wedding, real couples from 90 Day Fiancé explain why love for the franchise endures. When 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way cast members Shekinah Garner and Sarper Guven got married in bed, the pair seemed to thrill and enrage their audience in equal measure. Some viewers offered up congratulations to the newlyweds in comments on social media, while others viewed the nuptials as a stunt meant to garner the pair more airtime. Welcome to the world of the 90 Day franchise, shows people love to watch and live to hate watch. Garner and Guven's wedding was the 90th of the franchise, which has multiple shows and millions of fans. The original show, 90 Day Fiancé, premiered on TLC in January, featuring stories about Americans who fall in love with people from other countries. The 90 Day refers to the amount of time an individual with a K-1 fiancé visa has to marry their U.S. sponsor and start the process to become an American citizen. The franchise has grown to have multiple spin-off series, including 90 Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days, 90 Day, The Single Life, 90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, and The Last Resort. Like CNN, TLC is part of Warner Brothers. Discovery. Loren and Alexei Brovarnik joined the show after meeting and falling in love in Israel, where she had traveled as part of a birthright trip in 2013. Viewers have followed their lives over the past 10 years as they settled in Florida and welcomed 3 children. It hasn't always been easy, something Loren learned after she underwent a surgical mommy makeover, which caused some tension with her husband and divided viewers. "You're always being judged," Loren Brovarnik told CNN. "You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, and you can't do it right no matter what." Public scrutiny hasn't dissuaded the couple from participating in several spin-offs, including 90 Day Fiancé, Pillow Talk, and Loren and Alexei, After the 90 Days. They will next be seen in a new season of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? "It's a brilliant concept and every story is different," Brovarnik said of the entire franchise. Alon Orstian, Senior Vice President for Production and Development for TLC, credits the appeal of 90 Day shows to their mix of romance and drama. "It's boy meets girl meets boy, girl meets girl," he said. "People love to see the romantic journeys. People love the roller coaster relationships, and 90 Day Fiancé gives it this twist of this international component." He insists that the show is not scripted, as some on social media have suggested. Orstian said they aim to cast individuals who are open, being honest, giving full access, being ready to wear your heart on your sleeve, being ready to dig deep and to be ready, willing, and able to sort of have your most intimate experiences be out there. That's not so easy. Not everyone can do that, and it's something that we have to be mindful of in the casting process. And sometimes even during productions people become more guarded, Orstian said. "It's hard to do these stories and to make a show like this if people aren't ready to sort of open up and give full access. That's really what makes the best cast members, people who are just ready to go there." Kenny Niedermeyer and Armando Rubio became famous for their appearance on 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, when Niedermeyer moved to Mexico, married Rubio, and become co-parent to Rubio's daughter, Hannah, 12. The couple even had a spin-off titled Kenny and Armando, Love is Love. The two men said they didn't quite know what to expect when they joined the franchise, but it's been a great experience. "I think our favorite part is that we were able to tell our story, and I think it helped a lot of people that are in our situation that might feel kind of left out or they feel like a lot of people don't support them," Niedermeyer said. He added that occasional negativity they received for sharing their lives was something that made them closer. "We felt so much support along the way," Niedermeyer said. "We weren't sure what to expect when we signed on to do 90 Day Fiancé, but we were pleasantly surprised and I think it really made a difference in our lives." The new season of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Premieres Sunday, July 6 at 8 p.m. 90 Day Tell-All. Sarper reveals Shekinah kicked him out less than 1 month after they got married. "I feel like everything changed once we got married," Shekinah said ahead of the explosive Season 11 Tell-All. Sarper revealed at the 90 Day Fiancé Tell-All on June 22 that Shekinah kicked him out less than a month after their wedding and spent 10 days in a rental after they got into another fight. Shekinah shared a video with producers showing how Sarper took off his ring on Christmas Day and left his AirTag behind. I feel like he doesn't truly love me if he can so easily get up and leave, Shekinah told the group. Sarper is claiming that Shekinah kicked him out of their shared home less than a month after they got married in 90 Day Fiancé's 90th wedding. In part 1 of the tell-all for season 11 of 90 Day Fiancé, which aired Sunday, June 22nd. Host Sean Robinson revealed that Shekinah had sent producers a video taken on Christmas Day after one of their fights. According to the video, Sarper had taken off his ring and left it on a table at the apartment. It's Christmas morning. Sarper's usually sitting here in the morning, but he's gone. And he left his ring, Shekinah said while showing the band on the table. She also revealed that Sarper had left behind an AirTag that she previously placed on his keys, adding, "Merry Christmas to us." When asked why he took off his ring, Sarper revealed he was kicked out of the house and spent 10 days at a rental. Shekinah then told the group, "This was less than a month after we got married." Sarper said the incident was triggered by small arguments that led him to explode. "I need to be more calm, but I cannot," he explained. "It's not my character." The arguments have apparently turned ugly. Shekinah claims Sarper has continued to threaten to go back to Turkey and have sex with everyone else in the country. Dan, Shekinah's friend, said a man who is 1000% in love with her would never do that, and she agreed. "I feel like he doesn't truly love me if he can so easily get up and leave," she explained to the group. Before the tell-all began, Shekinah claimed she and Sarper were not on a unified front. In a confessional, she said, "We're not good. I feel like everything changed once we got married, and this is just my biggest fear coming to life." During the tell-all, Sarper described his marriage as a roller coaster filled with ups and downs. He later revealed that he and Shekinah did not sleep in the same hotel room the night prior. Earlier in the segment, Shekinah also said the dynamics in their relationship changed once Sarper arrived in the United States, noting that Sarper became depressed following the move, causing him to grow resentful. "I am always the control freak, so I have to control things, and when I don't control things I feel depressed," Sarper admitted. He then confessed, "I don't like the marriage." When asked to elaborate, Sarper said, "It brought a lot of new responsibilities and duties to my life. Being dependent is the biggest nightmare of mine, and we have egos," Sarper explained. "When we start to fight on something, it starts from a small thing. Like an avalanche, it gets bigger and bigger. And then, it explodes." Shekinah's friend Dan also suggested the relationship did not seem healthy. He claimed Shekinah had not spent time with his friend in the 4 months following the wedding and suggested Shekinah had lost a lot of weight. Sarper quickly began hurling insults at Dan, calling him a donkey who sees himself as the unicorn and comparing him to a spare tire. He also suggested Dan could be a danger to his relationship, especially considering he and Shekinah previously dated. After their segment, Shekinah and Sarper continued to argue backstage. In a confessional, Sarper suggested he and Shekinah were like enemies to each other. Separately, Shekinah said she felt she could not make Sarper happy. "He's not a supportive partner, period," she said in her confessional, "so I just started feeling really upset. I'm not okay. I'm having a moment. I feel alone." Sitting together in a dressing room, Shekinah said it felt like Sarper doesn't care about me as he glared at her. "You're mad at me for having emotions?" Shekinah sobbed. "You need so much therapy, it's insane." Sarper admitted Shekinah makes him crazy before issuing a warning to his wife, "You will lose me just because of you, and you will regret like a dog." "You called me a dog? What's wrong with you?" Shekinah tearfully replied. But Sarper continued to push her buttons, calling her naughty and spoiled. "It's so toxic, I'm sick of it," Shekinah cried before telling Sarper to leave me the felony. After walking out of the dressing room, Sarper told producers she is impossible. Meanwhile, Shekinah told producers that Sarper is not capable of giving her what she needs. 90 Day Fiancé's Shekinah Garner gives big relationship update with Sarper after tell-all confession. Shekinah Garner from 90 Day Fiancé is revealing whether she and Sarper Guven are still together after confessing to marriage problems at the tell-all. Shekinah from Los Angeles and Sarper from Turkey met on a dating app ahead of their The Other Way Season 5 debut. Shekinah traveled to and from Istanbul several times before Sarper proposed to her, and the couple filed for his K-1 visa. Sarper arrived in America in 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, and that's where most of their relationship problems began. Sarper reluctantly married Shekinah and, at the tell-all, admitted he regretted it. Shekinah has been eagerly answering fans' questions in real life, letting them know her relationship status with Sarper now. Shekinah conducted a Q&A session on Instagram recently. One of her followers asked Shekinah, via 90-day fiancé Alexa, about her and Sarper. They hoped that Sarper and Shekinah would still be together, and it lasts forever. They told Shekinah not to let anyone bring her down. Shekinah shared a sweet selfie with Sarper and their pet dog as a response. She also told the fan, "Thank you," suggesting she liked them complimenting her marriage to Sarper. What Shekinah confirming relationship status with Sarper means. Sarper and Shekinah's marriage hit a breaking point early on. Sarper was unhappy with his new life in America, mostly because he felt restricted and controlled by his partner. He was used to a playboy lifestyle back home, which he gave up for Shekinah out of love. However, Shekinah still had trust issues. She even tagged his location using an AirTag hidden in his car keychain. Sarper also got cold feet thinking about his first marriage, which had quickly ended in divorce. During the tell-all, it had been 4 months since the couple's wedding. On Christmas Day, Sarper took off his wedding ring and left it on a table in their apartment. When asked why, he explained that Shekinah had kicked him out, and he spent 10 days living in a rental, less than a month after their wedding. At the tell-all, Shekinah admitted, "I feel like he doesn't truly love me if he can so easily get up and leave." She wanted unity in their marriage, but felt disconnected. However, a recent selfie Shekinah posted with Sarper suggests their relationship has improved since that difficult moment. Our take on Shekinah and Sarper repairing their marriage after tell-all. What's next for Shekinah and Sarper after a rocky start? Shekinah told the cameras that her biggest fear had come true, as everything changed after she and Sarper got married. In April, she also shared her feelings on social media, stating that she had no plans to return to the franchise. Her comments sparked rumors that she and Sarper might appear on The Last Resort next, given the intensity of their relationship issues. For now, the couple seems to have resolved their problems without therapy, but it remains to be seen what's next for the controversial 90-day fiancé pair. Everything changed. 90-day fiancé: why Shekinah and Sarper's marriage fell apart in 4 months. TLC: Shekinah Garner and Sarper Givens betting on 90-day fiancé did not have a happily ever after ending for the couple. Shekinah and Sarper were first seen in The Other Way Season 5, in which the Los Angeles-based single mom traveled to Turkey to live with Sarper. Shekinah had met Sarper on a dating app and became his first girlfriend, despite Sarper being 45 years old. Sarper had been married in the past, but he'd never been serious about any woman until he crossed paths with Shekinah. Meanwhile, she helped Sarper erase his bad boy past. Sarper and Shekinah disagreed over the idea of having kids or him still keeping trophies that reminded him of the 2,500-plus women he'd bedded before her. While Sarper moved to the US on 90-Day Fiancé Season 11, he was not too keen on marrying Shekinah and only did it because the clock on his K-1 visa was ticking and he wanted to be together with her. Sarper's honeymoon period was over really fast, and they didn't even have a honeymoon. It appears Sarper also never bought Shekinah a wedding ring. Shekinah said that their dynamic changed after Sarper came to America, and he struggled to fit in and live in her space. Via Extra: just everything changed after we got married, and that was my biggest fear, and it just came true. As per Shekinah, Sarper going through really bad depression brought up a lot of anger from him and her. Sarper had always been a control freak, and losing control in his new life made him feel depressed. He said he didn't like the marriage because it brought a lot of new responsibilities and duties into his life. He felt that being dependent on Shekinah was the biggest nightmare in his life. Both of their egos were big, and they clashed, leading to an avalanche of issues. Sarper and Shekinah had been sleeping in separate rooms. Sarper and Shekinah never wanted to get married. In October, Shekinah and Sarper were one of the new couples introduced to 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way viewers during Season 5. During Q&A sessions on their individual Instagram stories after their debut, both answered fan questions about potential wedding plans. They each revealed they had no intention of walking down the aisle anytime soon. Shekinah was the first to be asked when a wedding might happen, after one follower commented, "Can't wait to see you both as husband and wife," prompting her to explain that marriage wasn't currently in their plans. Shekinah responded to a fan's question by posting a mirror selfie of herself and Sarper in an elevator. Alongside the photo, she shared her perspective on marriage, writing, "Thank you, but we don't really feel like we need to be married in order to be happy together forever." She further elaborated, calling marriage a cultural conditioning and dying institution. Still, Shekinah added that if Sarpur were to propose, she would say yes, showing she remained open to the possibility that being Sadie would still say yes if he asked. "He's my forever person," Shekinah confessed. When asked by a fan on Instagram, "Will we be seeing a wedding and children in the future?" Sarpur responded with a photo of himself kissing Shekinah. In his reply, he downplayed the importance of a formal ceremony, writing, "Wedding is just a signature on paper. The main thing is putting that signature to heart." His comment suggested that emotional commitment held more value to him than a legal marriage, reflecting the couple's unconventional approach to their relationship. Sarpur admitted to experiencing depression after relocating from Turkey to Los Angeles to be with Shekinah. In a vulnerable moment, he revealed that his emotional state fluctuated between feeling a 10 or a 1, but he was mostly a 1, indicating persistent low moods. He described feeling useless and overwhelmed by his new environment and lifestyle. At one point, Sarpur even confessed he considered buying a one-way ticket back to Turkey to escape the emotional burden. His struggles highlighted the serious mental toll the transition and cultural shift had on him. A major source of Sarpur's depression was the sudden loss of independence. Unable to work in the US until after marriage, he felt financially and personally restricted. He openly said he felt like an inmate, frustrated by the lack of freedom in his day-to-day life. Accustomed to being active and self-sufficient in Turkey, Sarpur found the adjustment difficult and emotionally draining. The contrast between his old life and the limitations he now faced in Los Angeles left him feeling trapped, deepening his depression and straining his relationship with Shekinah. Shekinah had to make sacrifices in her career. Cesar Garcia. Shekinah is a licensed esthetician with over 20 years of experience and made significant career sacrifices to support her relationship with Sarpur. Frequent trips to Turkey disrupted her ability to maintain a steady client base, causing financial strain. After relocating to Los Angeles, she lived in a small, costly apartment that doubled as her workspace, limiting business growth. Additionally, Sarpur's visa restrictions prevented him from working, increasing financial pressure on Shekinah. Despite these challenges, she remained committed to their relationship, balancing her professional sacrifices with her personal goals. Sarpur's bad boy lifestyle still haunts him. Sarpur misses his independence after settling down. Cesar Garcia. Sarpur was once known for his wild, bad boy lifestyle in Turkey, openly admitting to having slept with over women. He embraced a carefree, party-filled life, gaining a reputation as a charismatic playboy who enjoyed dating multiple women without commitment. However, when Sarpur met Shekinah, he made a deliberate decision to leave that lifestyle behind. Determined to prove his seriousness, he gave up his partying and casual relationships to focus on building a committed, stable partnership with her, showing a more mature and devoted side. Despite his commitment to Shekinah, Sarpur has admitted to missing his past life at times. The excitement, freedom, and social connections he once enjoyed are difficult to forget. Adjusting to a quieter, more responsible lifestyle hasn't been easy, and he has reflected on the fun and wild experiences he left behind. 11nd. These feelings reveal the personal sacrifices Sarpur made for love, highlighting the tension between his desire for stability and the pull of his former bad boy identity. Sarpur was fiercely